Few, if any, intellectual achievements open more doors in the mind, the heart, and the world than learning to understand and speak another language. This quote from the Chronicle of Higher Education encompasses what I would like to talk to you about today. Many Americans may not agree with this statement. College and high school students dread their foreign language requirements. I know I did. And why wouldn't we? Our culture places more importance on learning math and science than it does learning to speak another language. To find out what is so helpful about learning another language, I did some research. Today I'm going to talk about the problems with American education, how a foreign language requirement in elementary schools can solve some of these problems, and 2 possible programs that will incorporate this requirement. American education has a few problems that need to be fixed. The first problem is that the United States is falling academically behind the rest of the world. According to geographic.org, the United States is ranked 33rd in reading, 27th in math, and 22nd in science. Also, former Secretary of Education Margaret Spelling said, while only 44% of high school students are studying any foreign language, learning a secondary or even third foreign language in countries like the European Union, China, Thailand, and many other countries is compulsory. The second problem is that the United States requires very little foreign language classes, and when it is not taught at a time most beneficial to the individuals. The state of Kentucky's Board of Education does not require any foreign language credits for a student to receive his or her high school diploma. And if a student does take a foreign language, it is most likely to be in high school. This is not when the class would be most beneficial to students. If you look at this graph, you will see that it is easier to learn a second language the younger the student is, yet only 25% of elementary schools offer foreign language classes. Now that you know some of the problems, I will show you how a foreign language requirement is the solution. There are many benefits to learning a foreign language at a young age. Research has shown that there are cognitive benefits. Unlike what some believe, learning a foreign language does not confuse a child. In fact, it helps to accelerate brain development. It has been shown that studying a foreign language increases brain density around the language center of the brain. The Chronicle of Higher Education says students who had an early start in a long sequence foreign language program consistently display enhanced cognitive abilities relative to their monolingual peers, including pattern recognition, problem solving, divergent thinking, flexibility, and creativity. There are also academic benefits to learning a foreign language. This is what will help us catch up to the countries around the world. Novelist John Updike believes that writing skills in America have deteriorated because children are no longer taking Latin. The SAT has also shown that taking foreign language can help students in their core classes. The admission testing program of the College Board showed students who did not take any foreign language classes averaged a 366 on verbal and a 409 on math, while students who studied a foreign language for 5 or more years averaged a 504 on verbal and a 535 on math. Now, learning a foreign language does not just help someone during school. There are lifelong benefits to learning a foreign language. Finding jobs to incorporate your knowledge no longer means you are required to become a teacher or an interpreter. As international business increases, so does the need for people who can communicate with other countries around the world. Also, a Canadian study has shown that those who practice both languages they know can actually delay dementia by as much as 4 years. To be sure students receive these benefits, I'm going to tell you about programs that can be used to get the foreign language requirement. There are 2 programs that the school can choose from. The first program is an immersion program. According to kidsource.com, immersion programs allow children to spend all or part of their day learning in a second language. The children learn the language by teaching some or all of the core classes in a foreign language. So for example, the children may learn math and social studies in Spanish in the morning while learning science and art in the afternoon in English. The second program is a FLIS program. This program teaches foreign language as a regular subject, like English or science. The students would take this class 3 to 5 times a week. Now that we have discussed 2 programs that can be placed in schools, it is time to get involved. You can do this by writing the Education and Workforce Development Cabinet Secretary, Joseph Mayor, the Kentucky Board of Education, or even your local Board of Education. In conclusion, now you understand some of the problems with United States education, how those problems can be fixed with a foreign language requirement in elementary schools, 2 programs that schools can choose from to have this requirement, and how you can become involved. Today I'm going to leave you with a quote. A man who speaks 3 languages is trilingual. A man who speaks 2 languages is bilingual. And a man who speaks 1 language is American.